Hey everyone, this is Garrett from GS Lighting Solutions, and welcome to another live stream. Today I'm just going to show you some of the stuff I've been working on, as well as how to program a cue. So I'll just go ahead and run through a few of the different programs that I've created, so that you can see what's going on. So first, I made a couple quick cues. Have some static looks, like the one you see here. And I have this other one here, kind of a little different look. And then I basically created 6 different looks. I'm using the AirDMX program. So you have 6 different programs on each page. And so what I've done is created 6 different looks so that you can go through different types of color schemes and effects. So I'll just run through a few of those real quick for you. Turn these off. And as you can tell, it's just a pretty simple cue with just some red and blue and some white on the moving light. And then have another look here. I just kind of went with a specific theme, so that I have some kind of continuity with the song. Here's another look for you. Alright, so now go through another look. The cool thing, the way I've set it up, is I could add in strobing whenever I want. I could, I could have the program running, and I could just strobe some of the different lights. You can also just turn that off. Boom. I can kind of do a really crazy one, strobing. So that's kind of just a basic. So that's basically just a few of the different looks that I've come up with. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I program a scene. Let me just get another look set up. I'm just kind of working on, see if I can get comments and other stuff like that going. Open live chat. There we go. So if there's anybody watching while I'm live, you can go ahead and leave a comment on the live chat, and I'll try and get to that. If you have anything you'd like me to see or do, I am using the AirDMX to program my scenes, and so I'll be talking as AirDMX per se, I guess. So basically, what I'm going to start out with is I have my scene that I want, that is just a pre-done scene, ready to go. And what I like to do is I like to have music playing in the background, so that allows me to actually kind of get some ideas running through my head. I was playing like some dance music and stuff like that when I came up with these looks. So, anyways, kind of a simple thing. Um, Trying to get some music going so that we can, let's see here. There we go. So, got some music. I'm trying to keep it going so that it keeps them going on in the background. But I'm not the only one talking or making any noise. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with a simple look that I would like to work with. So I'm going to just get some of my lights going so that I have something to work with. So the thing that I like with AirDMX, I mean with any kind of a DJ programmer, you kind of have some pluses and minuses. What I like is that I can group lights together. I can also do all the different functions together as well. So like I can focus both my phantom LED moving heads, and I can also add, my colors that I want to add. So I have a magenta there. Let's get some looks. There we go. I'll focus in a little bit. Alright. So this allows me to make sure that my looks are the same. If I really want to make them look the same, I think it's nice for continuity purposes. Yeah, I am gonna just finish up a few little things. I can also add, prism, make it some more effects and other stuff. So, all right. So now that I got those lights done, I am going to move on to my LED park hands. And I'll find a look that, I think that works. I'll do a nice green and magenta. I think that's a nice color combination. So now that I have a basic look set up, I can, on my program queue, see, I have my programs here and I have my cues right here. Now that I have my look that I want set, I personally like to activate all the different channels just so that it minimizes confusion with the program, so that when I tell it to do something, it knows to do something. You have to kind of know what you're doing specifically when you do it, but I think it's decent. So I'm going to put it into my program. It says program saved to program 1, and so now I can just go in and do edit on my program. So you can see the first step is there. And now that I have this look done, all I have to do is duplicate the step, and all my base cues are still there. So now I just hit edit step, and now I have the whole palette right here. So it's a decent little setup. Right, so now that I'm on the second cue, I'm going to go ahead and change some of the positioning around, because that's the last thing I want, is to have my lights just in the same spot when I change a cue. Especially for DJ lighting or anything like that, it really doesn't help me out. So, anyways, I'm going to get this look set up. Alright. So, now what I'm going to do is create like a, it's kind of like a wave look. So I'm going to start with this light over here on the corner. Add kind of magenta. So now that I have magenta, I have my other different looks ready to go. I am going to move on to my next step. Make sure everything else is fine. Yep, and it is. Alright, so now that I have that look done, I can just duplicate that step again so that I have that specific hue. Now I can just go in and change it again. Let's see, move that one right over there and move it up just a tad. Move this one over here and do 57. Alright. So now I'll take that, the first light, and I'll move that back to green. And then I'll do my second light. Move that in to the kind of magenta color I was looking for. There you go. And we get another song. Still song going. Alright. So now I have my next look set up. So I'll just go back and I'll duplicate that step again. So basically, I don't know if you can see it, but I have created 3 different steps within the program. And this allows me to create a moving effect with all my lights and everything like that. So now that I'm done with that, I hit duplicate step again. And then I'll just hit the edit step. So as you can see, the lights didn't move because I basically copied and pasted that step. And alright. So now let's find another look here. There we go. And I like to keep my spots the same color, just so that I don't have a lot of flipping around. Sometimes it can get distracting unless I'm wanting to do that specifically for a cue. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next one. Alright. So as you can see, I'm just moving down the line, and I'm going to create a few different types of effects, different little patterns and stuff like that. So now I do that. Duplicate my step here. I have my edit step again. Alright. Make sure I got things correct. There you go. Alright. Another look. Probably this will be low. Alright, do the same thing with my other one. Alright, got my look set up there. Now I'm going to go and move on to my next one. Sorry. These looks can be fairly tedious at times to create the whole look, but once everything is running, it looks a lot cleaner and smoother. So now I have all those steps done. I can basically add fade times and hold times. So I'm going to keep the fade times at 0 and do the hold time at 1 second. So I'll just show you what I've done so far. Allow you to see So as you can see, the light moves down and moves over, and then it goes all the way green. And that's my what I've built so far in this program. Alright, turn that off, go back into my editor, and I'll grab another look. I'll duplicate the last one I did. I'll edit that. So I'm going to go ahead and change my positionings. Alright, positioning on this one as well. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to change all the lights to the pink magenta look. So I'm just going to go through each one and change it. So the AirDMX has a lot of really cool features. It has a color wheel. It has all those things that you would come to expect. The only downside I've found so far is that when you're editing in your programs, you have to edit in a kind of like a fader fashion. So you have these faders that give you your pan, tilt, your color wheel, and all that kind of stuff. So when you're programming cues, it can be a little bit tedious, but it's not that bad once you get the hang of it. Alright, so now that I have that look done, I'll go ahead and duplicate that step. Edit step. Move some stuff around again. Move that up. Move that up. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them all to green again. So I kind of create a consistent pattern now that everything is like that. And then I'll show you, I'll do a few more different steps in this program, and then that program will be all done. Alright, we got that one done. I'll look at this one. Alright. Got that look done. Now, I have this one. I'm just going to do green on one side. The green on one side and then my pink magenta on the other side. And I'll go ahead and save that one. Then I'll duplicate look at that step. So as you can see, I have the last look that I did. Come up. Up. Alright. Now I'm going to change this one to the previous look. And I'm going to flip-flop the green and the pink. Alright. So now I have everything back to pink. I'll go to green and green. Green and green. Alright. So now I have that look done. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so I have 9 steps done right now. I like to do between 8 to 10 steps per program that I create, just so that I get that look that I want but it's not like too overwhelming, because I have 6 different looks that I can go for on this page or this program. So I'm going to, alright, 1.5. I'm going to change my hold time just by a little bit, and then let's take a look and see what this program looks like. So let's see what it looks like with the music. So, like I said earlier, I can add strobe lights in. I can do crowd blinders. Well, my version of a crowd blinder, it is fairly bright at any time. And I have my all my lights flashing. Add in some strobe lights. Get some cool looks going on there. So as you can see, I have created a program, and show you a so as you can see here, I have the program right here running, showing the different fade times and the total time for it to complete the program. And over here is where I have my preset cues. So they're just static looks, and I like these for like a pre-event, pre-service, or anything like that. You can change your look or do anything like that. So it provides some cool effects, and then down below I also have where I put my strobe lights, so I can add in some strobe lights at any time, or have everything flash. So that's kind of where I keep it all. And then yeah, so I have 2 different presets up on top, and my 3, 4, 5, and 6 are different strobing or flashing effects. So I will go ahead and work on one more cue. I don't want to bore you with all 6 cues, but I'm just kind of give you an idea of the process I go through. I like to listen to music. I like to keep myself upbeat, so that it provides kind of a nice consistent look overall. Alright, so now that cue is done, this is basically the last look that was in the editor. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to look at my phantom moving heads. I'm just going to go ahead, and these are the first ones because they're kind of my primary lights. I'm going to just turn those to green. There we go. Alright, so those are green. Let me put it on the back wall so you can see the effects. So I'm going to just look through my sets of gobos and find a nice, I think I am going to go with that one. This is a cool, I'll focus it in a bit. Yeah. Put on the wall. So if you can kind of see it, I can focus it in and out. I can make it all blurry, not much definition. I can make it focusable light, which gives a nice definition with the lights. Alright, so now that I have the color scheme that I want on my lights, I'll go ahead and find a good position to start my lights out at. How about right there? Okay. So now I have those done. I'm going to go to my LED par cans, and I'm going to let's see. I'll throw that one on there. So these par cans are really cool because I have a whole bunch of different colors that I can mix. So with standard LED par cans, you have red, green, and blue. Well, with these par cans, I have red, green, blue, white, amber, and UV colors that I can mix. So, like if I'm wanting to show you, that's my white, but I can add an amber. Actually, this one's amber. I can add an amber into it, and it provides a more natural looking light. So instead of having to try and, because in the past you would have to like mix red, green, and blue together to make a white, and it kind of looks like a white, but it has a bluish tint. It has all the different colors mixed into it. So having a white LED is a little more, it closely mimics an actual normal light, and then when you add the amber in, you can kind of tell it's a little more of a warm. But anyways, I digress. So I am going to throw these on. So now I have UV mixed in with my red, which is making a really rich, like a pink color. So I'm going, let's see, my colors going again, my music going again. So, and this is all music that I've created off of GarageBand. It's not like anything that is copywritten because I created it myself. Anyways, has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. Just for note. Alright, so now that I have the next look I want to start my second program with, I'm going to go ahead and on here select 2, and it says program saved into my program 2 button 2. So then once that's done, I just hit edit, and it brings me into my program editor. So anyways, I'll go ahead and continue. That's my first look. And then, as you can tell, this can be a kind of a tedious process, but I like, the work is well worth the reward in my opinion. Get some kind of different looks going on. Alright. So this one I'm probably going to do a little bit more random effects on the par cans, so that I can have more of a random idea, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and figure out what we're going to do for our looks here. So I'm going to start out with this one. Kind of a cool. So if you add that UV light into anything, it kind of adds an interesting take on the color. So I'm going to just leave it more at just the green itself. Alright, so I got that look done. Duplicate my step. Come in. Change my lights to different positions. Let's go all the way over here. Wait. Go down. Alright, now I'm going to take you and go all the way out. Now I got that look done. Alright, I'm going to go on to my next one, which I'm going to pick this one over here. I mean, having 4 lights, it kind of, you can't do really grandiose color sweeps or anything like that, but it is a good start. Alright. So if there is anyone watching right now, while it's live, I do have my chat open, so if you have any questions, you can comment, or even if you're watching this later, you can also comment, and I'll answer any questions you might have. Alright, so let's go back to what we were working on. There we go. Just create some random looks, duplicate my step, so edit. Alright. Forty-six. Alright. Alright, so now I am going to do my next step. So that one's green. I'm going to go all the way to this far one over here. Change that one to green as well. And then change this first one to the pink. Alright, there's my next cue done. I'll duplicate my step. Edit step. Alright, now 69. Alright, got my next look done. I'm going to bring this up a bit. 75. Alright, now go to my last one. So I've done all the lights. So that one's green. It's the last one I need to do. Alright. That one and that one up, and that one down. There we go. So now I have all of that done. I can go ahead and move back on that. Sorry, sometimes it's a little bit hard to comment and program at the same time, but I'm doing my best. Alright, so I basically created 4, 5, I'm on my 6th step. On my cues. So now I'm going to go to another one. 25. Get my lights changed up a bit. Alright. So now, let's see. Yeah. Change that one to green. This one will go back. Alright, this one will go to green. Alright, so now I got my next step done. I'm going to go ahead and do another one. Sure, this is not. There we go. Alright. Duplicate that step. Okay, edit my next one. I'm going to go right there. 61. Okay. So now that I got that done, I'm going to go ahead and change up my LED parkins again. Change that to green. Alright. Alright. Now I have those looks done. I'll go ahead and back out of that one. So I have so I have 7 looks that I've created so far. Now I'm going to go ahead and just come up with probably 2 more looks. So I'm gonna have the lights kind of, you can see I kind of was doing them offset by 1. So what I can do is I can just go to the step before. I can duplicate that step, move it all the way down, and when I edit it, I have the same look. So I can just leave those the same, and all I have to do is change the position of my LED moving lights. I'm gonna change that to there. Alright. So 20. So that one's done. And duplicate that step. Move that down to the bottom. And I'll edit that one. Let's see here. Go further over. There you go. So I'm just trying to come up with looks that aren't going to be too similar, so that when you run the whole program, it's not going to be looking boring. Alright. Now I got that look done. So I'm going to change this one to being a 3-second fade with a 0-second hold. That way it will be continuously a slow pan instead of like a flashy. Alright, so let's take a look, see what this one does. So I like to play with my cues to see kind of how they're acting, to see if doing the 3-second fade time might be the right thing to do, or doing a hold, which I'm looking at it, clear it out, thinking doing a hold time is probably going to look nicer. So I'll do a 2-second hold, a 0-second fade time. That way you don't have this like fade to orange, fade to red, and then the magenta comes on. So let's take a look at it, see how that looks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. There you go. I like that. That looks good. So let that play for a bit. And the cool thing is now that I programmed this, I can even add some of the other special effects that I've done into my lights. I can clear that one out. And it's playing. I can also just go right to my next the previous program that I created. And I can seamlessly just continue it and keep it going. I'm going to clear that out. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm kind of new to this stuff, but I really enjoy lighting, so I'm trying to just give you guys an idea of what I do when I program my lights for my events and programs. So I hope this gives you guys a little bit more of an insight. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below, or even you know, you can email me. I'll leave a link in the description with my email address, place to just subscribe to my channel and all that. So anyway guys, thank you guys for watching, and Until next time.